It is time for another satellite view video, so if you enjoy these, press that like button, and here we go. Today we're gonna play some Urbanguessr with official urban locations all around the world. If you don't know how to set up the looking from above thingy, the link will be in the description, how to add the script. So let's set the time limit to 10 minutes. Play along links will be in the description if you want to play along, and here we go. Okay, so we have some sort of, oh god, it's shaking. We have mountains, we have some water to our west, and we are near some sort of very interestingly shaped lake. Or there's like a dam here, so maybe that could help us. The houses look very European, these orange roofs. The shadows are going to the north, so it would be northern hemisphere. Yeah, we are driving on the right side based on the road lines. So now, where in Europe would this be? A lot of agricultural fields, very stretched out. I'm not sure if that helps me, but there is a big water. I don't know if that's probably, I would imagine, a bigger lake. We have high mountains. High mountains. I'm thinking maybe somewhere near Alps, like northern Italy, somewhere there, maybe. Let's zoom in. This is a bigger city. Let's zoom in on this one. There is a stadium without any text, unfortunately. This definitely feels like, yeah, like maybe Italy or Spain to me. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'll find anything else useful here. So let's have a look. If there is like a bigger lake in northern Italy, somewhere there. There are some lakes here, but does anything fit? That's the real question. It's hard to really understand, like, what's the scale, how large this lake actually is. Because it looks big, but maybe we're just really zoomed in. Maybe it isn't as big as we think. And of course, yeah, there is a dam. So it could help with pinpointing, maybe. Some interesting borders here. Italy inside of Switzerland. So some enclaves, right? I'll leave another interesting video about borders on my other channel if you're interested to learn more about some strange and interesting borders around the world. But I don't really see any. I mean, there are a bunch of lakes here, and it is mountainous, but nothing really lines up. Okay, let's maybe check out, like, eastern France, maybe. I feel like it has to be somewhere here. We have this dark blue water down here to our south, west. So could it be like a sea, maybe? Because this water is brighter. So I'm thinking this might be lake. I'm thinking this might be sea, since it's that dark. So is this like here, maybe? Somewhere here? It looks very like a straight line with a beach and everything. Yeah, it has to be a sea. But okay, so we can try to use that to our advantage, maybe. Very kind of straight line looking somewhere here. There are not mountains like that here, are there? And a lake. A big lake. There is another dam up here. I don't think that helps us, though. But I feel like it's somewhere. There's no, that doesn't work, does it? No. Only 2 minutes remaining. Wait, it's here! Oh my gosh, it is here! This shape, it's definitely it. Oh my gosh, okay, I was focusing so much on like Italy and Spain and France that it turns out to be Albania. Huh. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm glad I decided to check it out after all. So we are on this kind of intersection, yeah, somewhere like right here. Oh, okay, eventually figured it out. How does it look from the street? You like check out? I think it might be interesting to have a look at all of these locations afterwards. Yeah, that definitely would have been easier to find it from the regular street view than from above. But okay, let's move on. What do we have next? As the second one, okay, some forests. I'm thinking this might be Europe again, possibly. There are a lot of agricultural fields, really a lot. So I'm thinking, oh my god, this is a lot of agricultural fields. Thinking somewhere in Europe, maybe like the Netherlands or something. I don't know. Let's have a look at these houses. The roofs, maybe, yeah, maybe not the Netherlands, but I feel it's definitely like Europe to me, but I can't really put my finger on it where. There are some stadiums, which no texts, unfortunately. I'm thinking maybe something like, well, it's not going to be Prague, the city, but I'm thinking maybe Czechia. Maybe. I don't know, this many agricultural fields. That really drew my attention from the first glance. Maybe something like Romania, maybe. Maybe. I don't know. Slovakia. Somewhere, Hungary, maybe I'm thinking somewhere in that area. We do have some hills here on the right side as well. I guess the big clue might be this river with a city. The city looks pretty large, relatively speaking. There is a river going through, so I guess we can maybe use that to try to figure out which city that is. So let's go right in. Let's start with Czechia and then move kind of east from there. Ooh. Ooh, I think I found it finally. Took me a while, but I think this would be Linz. I think, yeah, it aligns perfectly. We even have this kind of... Is that a port, I guess? I wasn't thinking Austria, to be honest, but I just followed the river and turned out to be Austria. I guess it makes sense, because I was thinking Czechia, so Linz isn't too far from there. So, okay, so let's try to pinpoint it now. Where exactly were we? Kind of southeast of the city itself. I guess we're in Enns, to be more precise. So we follow that bridge, and we would be somewhere here, I believe. Let's have a closer look. We have this bigger intersection there. Yeah, we have this street, Alter Schmidberg. We have there. And we are right here on the corner of a bakery, Brotgwulb Enns. Right there. Let's have a look how it looks in real life, this area. Looks really nice. Is this the bakery? 120-year-old bakery, huh? I guess. An old bakery, so must be a good one. The old bakeries are usually the best ones. Okay, first thing I noticed, we have red soil. Dark soil, red soil, so I'm thinking maybe Brazil, Cambodia, those are the typical usual suspects with the red soil. Oh gosh, now this looks like something very difficult to find, because we don't really see any big unique features like big rivers, big mountains, anything like that. Just a small river, small city, plains, nothing very unique that I notice. Let's zoom in, let's have a look. Okay, looking at the houses, I'm starting to think maybe something like South Africa. Either South Africa or another African country, because I feel in Africa it is quite common to have like houses very spread out, very like broadly. As you can see, the houses are very kind of spread out. So I feel you get that a lot in Africa. Which side are we driving on here? I think we might be driving on the left side here. The shadows are going to the south, yeah, so we would be in the southern hemisphere. Either South Africa, maybe Botswana. I could see this being actually Botswana, because I feel like in Botswana it is quite common to get a lot of these sandy roads. From what I've seen in Google Street View, in South Africa you will get more kind of paved roads. In Botswana, a lot of these smaller roads will be just sand. As you can see here, a lot of these sandy roads here. So I'm thinking Botswana because of that. If it is Botswana, it's actually not bad, because there are not like too many cities to cover. But is it though? This type of red dark soil, I don't think it would be south. If it is Botswana, I feel it would be kind of more towards north, maybe. Maybe. What is this? Is this another city or... This is... Oh, this is like a town. I'm always surprised though about how far the houses are spread. Like, looks like a big city from above. When you zoom in, there really aren't that many houses there. They're just very spread out. We have some mountains here. So we do have some mountains, so maybe not Botswana then. Because you can sometimes get some hills in Botswana, but I don't know if this would be that case. Maybe it's just South Africa. Yeah, I don't really have a good guess where. Because up here, I don't think they... Maybe there are some mountains near a border somewhere. Wait, what's the river? The river is very kind of edgy. Very edgy river going through a city. The river looks very small, so there is a chance that it either is very difficult to notice or it might not even be on the map. Sometimes it happens as well when the rivers aren't even on these Google Maps. I think it might be just South Africa with a mountain like this and a red soil. Somewhere here, maybe up here. There are some hills up here. I'm not sure if the soil would match though, but this might be some sort of a coal factory or something. Looks very like dark. I don't know, maybe piles of coal or something, not sure. Looks a bit polluted here. But I don't think that really helps us to find where this is. Just an observation. Somewhere down here, would it be? I don't think it would be that close to like Cape Town. I think it would feel more developed in that area. It might be still like these mountains, maybe somewhere here. The river doesn't match. I think I'm liking this area because there are some small rivers in this area and there are some hills in this area. So I'm thinking maybe somewhere here. Yeah, I don't think there is a big point of me trying to pinpoint it further than that. I go somewhere here. Let's have a look. It was Botswana after all. Oh my god. That mountain tricked me. Could have we seen the river? Yeah, the river super tiny. Super tiny. As I expected. Yeah, unless you zoom in right on that city, you do not see that river there. I'm kind of bummed out that I didn't follow my Botswana vibes, but yeah, here are those hills. You don't see all hills in Botswana often, but sometimes there are some. But okay, we have a bigger city this time. Bigger city, European feeling, judging by the roofs. So hopefully we can find this, maybe. Let's zoom in, zoom right in. Okay. Might not be Europe. Might not be Europe. I'm kind of starting. Let's have a look. What do we have? A big river. We have a stadium. We have an airport as well with one runway. We are driving on the right side here, but the shadows are going to the south here. So we would be in the southern hemisphere, huh? So could this be something like Brazil? I don't know. What? Where else would they have that many orange roofs? It's a really surprisingly small airport, and also in the middle of a city, basically, for such a big-looking city. The airport is small and in the middle of the city is all tightly packed buildings. Wait, I think we forgot to check the previous location from the street view. My memory again strikes again. Oh gosh, I don't know. This stadium, our last hope, doesn't help. A big stadium, but where? Okay, we have a river. Do we have any we don't really see any mountains around us. This wouldn't be Mexico as well, because we should be in the southern hemisphere. Driving on the right side, I feel only Brazil makes sense here. I think. Brazil has a lot of big cities, unfortunately, for this purpose. I guess we just zoom in on a bunch of them and then hope that the rivers align. Because the city is big. Brasilia, it wouldn't be Brasilia though. Brasilia looks different. It wouldn't be, not Manaus. Not there. Wait, is it actually? Oh, I think the river is a line. Okay, I accidentally stumbled upon Teresina. It looks smaller on the map. But yeah, as in Brazil quite often. On the map the city looks small, but in actuality it's actually pretty big. Yeah, the river is aligned perfectly here, so it is here. It looked so European at first, but yeah, when you zoom in, the roofs feel kind of off. I don't know how to explain it. I guess maybe because there are that many white roofs as well, I don't know. Just felt off for Europe. Plus, of course, the sun direction, yeah, that as well gave it away. Let's try to pinpoint it. It's interesting that this satellite imagery is kind of from the side. Kind of from looking at it from the left side. So the bridge is... Oh, which bridge is this? It would be this bridge, I believe. This bridge... The road going here... Oh gosh, which street is it? Which street is... So they kind of connect here. So this is where they connect. And we would be right here, I believe. Right next to Atelier do Chef. Some sort of a food place. Let's see. Okay, right on the spot. Let's have a look how it looks in real life. Looks actually really lovely. Looks really lovely. It's really in such a remote place. I imagine not many tourists visit it. Because, yeah, very, like, not really rural, but just remote, I guess. Wait, what's the population? Teresina? The metro area population is 1.2 million. So, yeah. Bigger than Riga, where I'm from. So, yeah. Just a city in the middle of Brazil. That many have never heard of, probably. So, we have a bunch of lakes in this location. Now, would this be Europe or not? A lot of forests mixed with kind of agricultural fields. Kind of mixture of both. The roofs feel European, feel Western European, or maybe Norway, maybe. Because I think like in southern Norway, maybe you can get some darker roofs as well. Germany, maybe. Let's have a look. We have a football field here without any texts again. The sun, yeah, the shadows are to the north. That's good. Surely driving on the right side, right? We are, yeah, we are driving on the right side as suspected. So where would this be? Where would this be? Looks like a pretty small town. Pretty small. So how are we gonna find it? Is this water? I think this is like water. So a bunch of lakes. Could this be Sweden? Sweden has a lot of like lakes. You know, like somewhere here. A lot of different lakes. I'm not sure if the roofs would fit with Sweden. Maybe they would. Yeah, I feel like with all of these lakes, like Sweden or maybe Finland would be the best bet. Because you don't really see a lot of lakes like that in other countries too much. There are some, but Germany has very limited coverage. Always gotta keep that in mind. So I would think, yeah, maybe Norway, maybe Sweden. How mountainous does this feel? Hard to really see with all of these forests. Difficult to tell how mountainous this would be. Maybe it would be somewhere here. So this lake... These lakes don't feel very large to me. Is this a bigger city up here that we see? Or hard to see, it's right cut off there. There might be a bigger lake or bigger city up there. I think I'll be looking for this lake, because I think it's the biggest one we see. So try to recognize it, maybe. That's a long shot, but we have 5 more minutes remaining, so might as well try. Wait a minute, this is oddly similar. These tiny islands. I think it actually is it. It has to be it, right? This island aligns perfectly. This shape. Even though some other things kind of look sketchy. But, so which city would it be? Okay, I think we have this lake here. So it would be in Savsio. Sorry for my pronunciation. So we have this intersection here. We have the railroads. So we would be right here, I think. I think it should be there, yeah. Let's go. Okay, let's have a look how it looks in real life. Yeah, very, like, it feels like a very small town, which it is. Okay, so how did we do in total here? 22,681 points. Okay, not too bad, not too bad. If you're playing along, of course, let me know as always how you do. If you manage to beat me, if you don't, I always like to read your comments. Here we have pretty red soil that we see the city itself doesn't look too large. Oh gosh, I'm afraid that this looks tough again. This feels like Brazil again, to be honest. Except this time we don't have any big rivers to rely on. The shadows are going to the south. Yeah, they are a little bit to the south. Red soil and anything else really? The houses feel very, very similar to the Brazilian houses we had before. And again, the red soil, as I mentioned, yeah, Brazil is one of the countries where you can get very kind of soil like this. So I think Brazil is my best bet here. We didn't have any rivers, right? Yeah, no. I feel like this is impossible to find, really. Without any rivers, any big features that we try to pinpoint. It looks flat with a lot of fields around. Just a random city in Brazil. There's a smaller city to our west. Maybe that could help. Maybe. I guess let's give it a shot. So a bigger city, which isn't too big, kind of medium-sized city with a small city to the left in Brazil. I feel this, with this flatness and red soil, I'm thinking maybe kind of northern Brazil. So I'm gonna start looking there, but, yeah, let's see. Yeah, okay, let's guess. This city was the most similar one, but it's not it. But yeah, let's just guess somewhere there. And oh, okay, it was not nearly as north. I was looking down here, but okay, we didn't see any of those rivers, so yeah, I wasn't even looking in this area. That's so unfortunate that we were right between all the rivers. Right between all of them, so we couldn't see them. At least I recognized Brazil, that's the silver lining there. What do we have this time? Oof, a lot of treeless mountains, arid mountains. Where would this be? Okay, let's have a look at the city, the roofs. We have these orange roofs again, so maybe something like Spain. Is this Europe? Is this Europe? The shadows are to the north, yeah, and the houses appear to be kind of white with orange roofs. So Europe would make sense, something like Spain, Portugal. I think the roofs feel kind of maybe Portuguese, but I'm not super sure about it at this point. I'm looking at which side we are driving. We are driving on the right side, yeah, so no surprises there. So do we get any? We do have a stadium, but with no texts, unfortunately. Usually you get texts in stadiums in North America, I feel. With the American football teams, they often have their names on the stadiums. In Europe, you sometimes can have some texts, but not as commonly. Unfortunately, they should start adding texts everywhere so it's easier to do these satellite view videos. That's my opinion. There should be team names everywhere. So where would this be? Where would this be? Now, very arid. Spain or Portugal? What is this? Is this some sort of a factory? I don't know. Is this a dam? This is a dam, yeah. Oh, another dam. So there is a city in mountains with a dam and like a water reservoir to the south. Now, where is it that dry? In this map, at least, it looks greener than it actually is quite often. Oh, we didn't check the previous location from the street view again. Oh gosh, I keep forgetting to do that. Okay, I feel like I've checked the whole Portugal at this point. I don't think it is in Portugal, after all. So I'm guessing Spain then, I guess. But I checked some parts of the Spain as well, and I didn't see it there either, so... and only 3 minutes remaining. So the chances of me finding this... I feel like the northern mountains would be more green, surely. Surely. Yeah, I don't think I am able to find it, unfortunately. Oh gosh, imagine if it's not Spain or Portugal. I would spend the whole time looking here. But I feel like it has to be somewhere here. No, it wouldn't be here, near Palma, no. Let's see. Where is it? Oh my god, it was Turkey! Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh. It was Turkey. I mean, makes sense that those dry mountains in Turkey as well. Yeah, from the street view, yeah, that would have helped. Street view would have helped, especially with the language around. I focused way too hard on Spain and Portugal. But to be fair, oh my god, that water reservoir was so tiny. No chance I would have found it, to be honest, though. Even if I was looking at Turkey, I feel this would have been too small. Yeah. Oh no, this looks again tricky. Oh, what is with this seed? The first seed was so good. A lot of relatively easy rounds. This one just tough after tough. There is a stadium here, so and an airport. Very long runway. And again, very red soil. So I'm thinking, would this be Brazil again? This time the roofs are a bit different than before. Not as red, but instead kind of like gray metal roofs. Wait, so we are driving on the left side. Okay, so Africa maybe then. I guess the houses are again kind of spaced out a little bit. Now that I pay attention to it, yeah. They're not built like next to each other, but with like some gaps in between, like here. So I guess, yeah, like Africa would make sense. South Africa or would this be Botswana again? Let's have a look at those smaller roads. It compared to that Botswana we had before, it looks like we have a lot more paved roads. Very red soil, big airport. So it has to be like, and it is a pretty big city as well. So now where? So it's not going to be Lesotho or Eswatini, I don't think, because it feels way too flat for that. Way too flat, and then yeah, I would definitely go South Africa on this one, with a river going through. Now where? The city is quite vertically stretched, so we can maybe try to use that to our advantage. Let's eliminate the big ones. I feel Pretoria, Johannesburg would be bigger than this. Would this actually be Botswana again? Where was it before? Before it was somewhere here, right? But this time the city is bigger. Francistown. It is actually Francistown. Ah, interesting. I guess in Francistown they do have a lot of these smaller roads paved, although you can see some sandy roads too. Okay, fair enough. So it was Francistown after all. I'm glad I checked Botswana after checking South Africa. So we would be somewhere here-ish. Here is this big building to the northwest. So I guess... Okay, pretty good, pretty good. Let's see how it looks in real life. Where is that big shopping mall that we just saw? This is the big shopping mall there. I think that's a shopping mall. So where would this be? We have a bunch of, like a river. Almost looks man-made, very kind of straight lines. You know, so maybe like a man-made canal. Feels very European, again. Feels super European to me. Where though? Not sure where. Maybe something like Belgium or Austria. Kind again. So we have this city center and then kind of roads going out of it. Really cool looking from above, actually. A big kind of railroad hub here on the kind of western side of the city. And of course that canal. Yeah, we have these kind of I don't know how you call these in English. Where I think like there are different levels of water, and then the ship goes into here, and then they kind of drain the water, and then the ship can move on. So the water, it looks like the water is higher right here on the right side than it is on the left side. So yeah, I don't know how are these things called in English. If you know how they are called, let me know. I would love to find out. I feel like these roofs are very similar to those Linz, like the area roofs we had before. So okay, I guess let's just check out some cities in that area and see if we can find some city with like a canal or a river and it's a railroad hub. Okay, I noticed that we have a bunch of seemingly man-made canals in Belgium. In Czechia and such, I didn't really see like canals like these, but we have them in Belgium. So I'm kind of starting to focus my attention there. Okay, northern France as well. There's so many of them though that pinpointing might be problematic though. What's happening with this river? What? What the? This is the weirdest river that I've seen. What is happening here? Huh. Looks like a pretty big city, but... can't find the right one. Maybe I've overlooked it. That's possible as well. There are just so many of them. Yeah, did not find the right one. Maybe it's more southern in France. Not sure. No, it was Belgium after all, but... Oh, here it is. Yeah, I don't know, somehow... Yeah, now I see it. Now I see it, but... Somehow I overlooked this city, I don't know. Yeah, somehow I missed it. Oh my gosh, this looks like a huge... Oh my god, this is a huge city. What? What is... Surely this has to be something like New Delhi or something. What is this? What the frickety frick? A lot of big buildings here. Now, which side are we driving on? Surely left, right? Yeah, we are driving on the left side, as expected. No surprises there. We have a baseball field. I think that's a baseball field. What do cricket fields look like from above? I actually don't know. I've never watched cricket. Maybe I should. But I think cricket is very popular in India, right? This baseball looking field. So is this New Delhi? So a lot of these rivers all over the place. I don't see this one though. So I don't think it aligns with New Delhi though. Gurugram maybe. There isn't really a river going through. Could this be something like Bengaluru? Bengaluru would have a lot of kind of lakes instead of river going through. This wouldn't be Mumbai, right? Yeah, we have a lot of water visible in Mumbai. Lucknow, maybe. Lucknow has some coverage. We do have a river going through Lucknow, but does not align, I don't think. Okay, I feel like I'm missing something obvious. This wouldn't be Tokyo, would it? Surely not. I mean, Tokyo is a big city, but surely this wouldn't be Tokyo. Tokyo would have some coast. I mean, we do have a river going through Tokyo. Could it be like Saitama or somewhere up here? Wait a minute. Is this not India? Wait. Because I know in Japan they do like baseball, right? I think. Oh my God, is this? It is. Oh my God, it is. It actually is Japan. I think. Because I think this river aligns with the one we have on the right here on the bottom right. I think. Right? Oh my gosh, this is Tokyo. Okay. So gotta focus. We have this thing here. We are north of it. Kind of here. I think on this road somewhere. We are close to this train station. I think that's a train station. I think that this one up here is Tokiwa Park. And I think this greenery down here might be this one. And would we be somewhere here? Maybe. It's so hard to pinpoint in Japan. So many streets and everything. Okay, almost. A different intersection, but still a perfect score. Let's see how it looked from the street view. I was focusing on India for such a long time, I kinda neglected it might be Japan. Okay, very nice looking. I would love to visit Japan, honestly, but it's so far away. Hopefully one day. How did we do in total? 16,800 points. I think I did pretty well. There were some really tricky rounds here, so if you played along, let me know how you did. And on the right side, there will be another play along video with satellite view that I think you will enjoy. Huge thanks to all of the patrons and YouTube members for supporting this channel. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Be kind to one another and see you all in the next video.